Hello, guys. Once again, welcome to our podcast again, and you have another one, yeah, guys. And you are joined by Malek Smith. Actually, that's my name on my YouTube channel, and
Alongside Drip Boy Kenya.
yeah, Drip Boy Kenya, YouTube also.
Yeah. You can thank you guys for today's for coming for today's show. I hope you guys will be entertained. Hope you guys will be educated. Because for today's show, I have something a very good topic I don't know which what can I say. The topic of today
is just we are going to interact, and today we are going to talk about our culture in general, like African culture, like Kenyan culture. Because we are Kenyans.
Yeah, because each and every region or each and every part has its own culture.
Yeah.
And culture is what you can say this
Actually,
is my
joins the people, you know.
Yeah, joins the
Different
people and differentiates the people.
Yeah. From various regions, various tradition, various countries.
Yeah.
They have different cultures.
Yeah. So my brother,
Yeah.
can you know there's some people out there they wonder like what is culture?
Yeah.
So
can you just define it in a simple term?
So in my simple term, culture is a belief, a set of belief or a set of practices that people follow.
Or practice.
Yeah,
tradition.
that define a community or a region. That's how I can define culture. What about you? How can you define culture?
I'll define it in the same way. So it's just beliefs, art, like that people follow and country follows, so that it can keep their people together in a certain way.
Yeah, and each and every country has its own culture. Huh?
Yeah. A lot of different countries have their own culture.
What's the
also in different inside like I would say in the inside country there's a lot of, like I would say like Kenya, there's a lot of cultures, not only in one country. But inside there's a lot of tribes, different cultures.
Each and every tribe has its own culture. Not only tribes, even religion. There's Christian culture, there's Muslim culture, and there's Muslim culture. The women have to wear the hijab and the buibui. That you cannot go to church while wearing like that. That's the culture for Muslims. And for Christians, we also have our own culture. You don't have to do it like this for you to be a Christian. That's culture. Even in each and every community, like Luyas, they have their own culture. Kikuyu, they have their own culture. That's what it's been said, that beliefs. Beliefs, practices that people share.
There's a way, like when you are getting married, there's a way you practice.
In each and every religion have its own marriage culture. Like this, my friend is from
I'm a
Kikuyu and I'm a Luya. So we have from each and every this, like for us Luya, we have our own culture, and for his religion they have their own culture.
Like so, I would say, like, I give an example here. If you get married to any girl or your wife, I would say, then the wife tends to run away. She cannot learn with the child.
For a Luya,
you have to leave the child.
For Luyas, we believe that our children cannot get lost. Once we get married, I get a wife and I pregnant her, we get a child, more so a male child. We value male childs than, we don't say like we don't like our ladies, but male child. So we see like male is the pride, or is the one who carries the heritage. For a woman, you get married somewhere else and you follow the culture of the other side. But for a man, like for me, you see like me, I'm a man. I'm the one carrying all the culture of Luyas. I still have them to take it to the next generation. So for us Luya, there's no way our children can get lost. You can, once we divorce, you go with our children, you'll stay with them, but it will come a time they'll be like, yo, we want to go back to our dad. That's a Luya culture.
And our culture, if you get married to a wife and then you end up breaking up, or maybe you're not in good terms, she can learn with the kids and just go somewhere and get married to another person, no problem.
And
it's not a big deal.
And according to you, bro,
maybe if the kids want you, they can come back to you.
According to you, brother, which tribe in Kenya has the hardest culture? Like you see, like, yo, if I was born in that tribe, yo, I couldn't follow the culture.
I would say like the Western tribes have like they still have the strongest culture. Not like in Kikuyu culture we are not like practicing the way we used to practice in the older time. These times we like tend to follow the Western way, like
Western culture,
Westernized, values.
Even Western people have culture. Yeah.
So because of their technology, the technology that's sold to a country.
Let me say, like, your culture was eroded.
It's not like completely eroded, but we don't like practice it like the way you used to practice.
So you fear Luya culture?
The way you used to dress. People say the culture, we say, as the technology advance, we also advance with the technology. So, yeah.
So you fear Luya culture?
As I would say, like Luya culture is like still have the base, strong base.
Yeah, we still
also most Western cultures have that base.
Because you see, like for us Luya, there's one culture which we cannot let it go, like circumcision.
Circumcision also is very strong.
Yeah, that's just, we cannot leave that because we have to follow that from generation to generation to generation. And for me, the community which I think has the hardest culture, I think is the Maasai.
The Maasai, like they don't like.
Yeah, you see, even the way they clothe themselves, they're still using you see, from their great grandfathers, they're still following.
They are not like eroded very fast.
They're not civilized. Let me put it, they're not civilized. So one or out of 10, only 2 people are civilized. Yeah. Even if you get a Maasai in Nairobi or in any town, urban area, it's still not 100% civilized.
He's with his cows.
Yeah.
He's wearing a long. What is this?
Yeah. What do they call them? Maasai clothes.
Yeah, Maasai clothes.
Was a Maasai.
Yeah.
What nazitanga aje?
Let's see.
Ndauo.
And he has also is a sword or
a Maasai has been allowed to walk with a sword in town.
Because that's how the strong of their culture. Even the government allow them to carry a weapon.
But in other tribe, if you walk with sword or a knife in town, you are attacked. But for Maasai, they've been allowed because it's their culture. They're harmful with it. It's been used to whenever they find meat, they tear it and eat. It's not also for harming people.
Also for their protection, because these people, they had a lot of cows. They have
they are herdsmen.
They are herdsmen.
Yeah. And for Maasai, they still believe in cows and land. But for the other community,
it's like we are giving up. I would say it's very little, very few. If you want to go to like in our culture, you have to go like deep inside the villages.
And let me ask you something. Between Western culture and African culture, which one is very rooted?
Which like a Western culture.
Western culture and African culture.
Rooted in the ways of values or.
Which one is very strong?
I would say African culture is very strong. Yeah, very strong, because Western culture is like I think Western country like Europeans and America, they don't have a culture.
They have culture.
They have a culture.
They have culture. Each and every community has a culture to follow.
Americans have culture.
They have culture. You see, the moment you go to America,
the Americans, they don't have culture because America is not like a single country. They have, I think, their culture is just
let me tell you one thing. Even if we come from different places, but we stay together for a certain span of time, there's that thing will be created. We human beings are just like that. There's that thing, the culture. You see, like for me and you, if we stay together for like 1 year, there's that culture. We say each and every day at 5 o'clock we have to go and drink tea. That's culture. We've created that culture. We say like we have to eat supper, dinner by 8.
If it's like that, I would say that the culture of Americans is drawing tattoos.
Yeah, that's their culture.
Because
each and every community has a culture.
They have a lot of tattoos.
It's only that there are some communities, their cultures are modernized, and there are some other communities, their culture are still,
and
they're still in the dark days. So, what are some of the cultures which you feel like they are old-fashioned, they should be left behind in African cultures?
I would say there's not a single culture which should be left behind. Anything that means about culture is what our grandparents and our grandfathers had lived for. So I would think it's be like a stupid thing to leave a culture, because I think this is what we are like we grew up with, I would say like that.
But for me, you see, like
Or
but for me, I think the culture which should be abandoned is like you see, like you marrying your brother's wife.
Oh,
you see, listen, for instance,
there's a tribe that
culture. I don't know if you should mention them.
No problem.
You see, like for our brothers Luos, they used to marry their brother's wife. If your brother passes away and your wife is still there, you've been told like, yo, you have to inherit your brother's wife. She cannot leave the
she can't live as a single mom.
Yeah, she cannot be married in another someone else.
By another man.
Even if you're married, she has to be your wife.
Oh.
Let's put it for instance that
I didn't know that.
It was there.
Yeah.
Let's say for instance, I'm your brother, I'm your big brother, then I die. Then what killed me? It's HIV.
Yeah.
HIV and AIDS. But you see, but if I die because of AIDS, that the chances are my wife also having AIDS. The viruses. Okay. Then they are telling you to inherit my wife. You see, that's like killing the whole community.
Yeah, it's not.
Because if you inherit my wife, you'll be contracted with that virus. Then you take it back to your wife. Then also you die.
Yeah.
Your wife been inherited by your smaller brother. You see, it's like killing the whole community.
Yeah, I would say like, I didn't know about that culture, but I would say it should end. I think right now, if you're a Luo, say there, tell us, is it still there? And another. Let's comment down.
Yeah, and another one. I don't know if they're still doing it.
Yeah.
The Luos are they tiring?
Circumcision.
Are they circumcising their males?
I hear these days like 50-50. There's some who get circumcised. There's those who don't circumcise.
Because at this generation, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Even apart from being dangerous, it's not good.
Also, I hear if you are not like gone some initiation, it's if you sleep with a girl who is sick with this infection diseases, it's highly
it's very easy for you to contract a disease.
Infection.
And we're so much into Jaluos because Jaluos, their cultures, And another thing, in Jaluos they have to cut all the front teeth.
The front teeth.
Yeah.
That is a circumcision.
For you to be a man.
I think that is not a good. And do Masai getting?
Yeah, Masai, they do circumcise their males.
Because I see them being cut off the ears.
That's some of the tribes, the culture that I say we should leave behind. You see, not circumcising your male, cutting your front teeth, and inheriting your brother's wives. You see?
Yeah, that's not like we should leave those behind.
Those are old-fashioned cultures.
Yeah.
And there's some cultures that we cannot leave. Like which one in your community that you feel like, this one you cannot leave it behind, you still have to go with it?
Like just giving, when marrying a girl, you have to provide dowry. Dowry. Because that is very big problem. If you don't provide and you get a daughter, then that daughter's come to provide to you, then you're going to die. And a lot of people die because of this,
What? I didn't get it right.
If you didn't provide, if you get married to a woman, then maybe you're blessed with a daughter. Then the daughter get married to a man, and then the man gives
when you get married, then you don't pay the dowry. You have a daughter. Yeah. That daughter gets married. Yeah. And that brings dowry
to you. You're going to perish.
Like the man will perish.
A lot of me and my family and other kids. Even if you're not going to perish, you're going to go through a lot of things like
calamities.
A lot of things like you don't know, like spiritual. I don't know what's. So you have to pay your dowry so that your daughter come and give you the dowry.
But paying dowry, you see, dowry.
Do Luas pay dowry?
Luas, yeah, we have to pay dowry. We pay it in terms of cows. Yeah.
But these days you can.
No. They cannot convert it into money. But I think Because recently I witnessed one dowry payment, and it was only cows. It was about 15 cows.
15 cows.
Yeah.
Oh. In our culture, they say if you don't have cows, you can convert it to money and just give it to money.
Yeah.
So you see, that's why you are saying that our culture is changing a lot.
But dowry, you should not abandon dowry paying, because it's like appreciating the good work that the parents did to raise that daughter. Yeah. Because it's not easy raising a daughter. You see, it also takes a lot of time.
Dowry it's not mean that you're going to buy the daughter. You're just giving appreciation.
Yeah, it's appreciation.
You cannot buy a human being.
Yeah, you cannot buy. It's just a little.
Even $1 trillion, you cannot buy a human.
Yeah,
soul.
It's just a little token or appreciation to the parents of the daughter. Say like, yo, thank you for raising this girl for me. Thank you for giving birth for this. You gave me a wife. So this little appreciation. It's not like buying the daughter.
And that one doesn't end. I think it doesn't end.
That because we're still marrying.
Yeah, I think it ends when you end up in dying.
And for us lawyers, the culture that I think that we should never and we can never abandon, your circumcising.
Yeah,
that's like a ceremony. In our tribe, they like
do you guys do circumcise in the forest?
Yeah, we do circumcise in forest. We don't take our boys in hospital.
You know, most of Kikuyu they take them in church.
For us, we have been taken in the forest, and they stayed there for 2 months, and it's a big ceremony. And you see, like people from all over the country. You see, like for us lawyers, we're just like Kikuyus. We've spread it all over the country. Yeah. So and we circumcise after every 5 years. That's when we take our boys to be circumcised, and that's when we go back home, and it's a ceremony. Yeah. For those 2 months, big ceremony, we celebrate, we enjoy, and after the graduation, our children come there. So we consider them from boys to men. Yeah, I think that's the best culture that I love about us lawyers.
I'll say us, you're taking the boys to church. The priest go and preach to you, but there are some which are going back in the home.
You see, like for us in our tribe. It's better you break any other culture, but for circumcision, you take your boy in the hospital. You've messed up. It's rather you do anything else, but taking your boy or your boy to hospital to hospital, that you've messed up. Yeah.
So how many cultures are in Kenya? Because you have a lot of cultures.
There are a lot of each and every community has its own culture.
Tribes?
We have 47 tribes, huh?
They have a different. That means we have more than 47 cultures.
Yeah, and apart from tribes cultures, there's one that unites us. Kenyan's culture.
Yeah.
What name one Kenyan culture that you know?
Matatu culture.
Yo Nganya. Nganya lazima ipimpiwe.
Graffitis and all that. Yeah. Which another culture you know?
Another culture that we know. You can't mess up with Kenya.
Like in social media?
In social media, not only social media, even on ground, Kenyans will love each other. If you mess with one Kenya, you are doomed. Yeah, that's one of the culture that we have. We have that brotherhood culture. We love each other. You can think that we hate each other, but we don't. We deeply love each other. Yeah, that's one of the also culture. What else?
I don't think I have another one in mind right now.
And we also have Christian culture and Muslim culture. So between
also we have Hindu.
Yeah. So each and every religion also have its own culture. So you see, there's no way you can escape culture.
It's very hard.
Yeah, there's no way unless you turn yourself into a tree. But as long
maybe you just convert to something else.
Even if you convert to something else, you'll have to follow culture.
How? How do you say you can follow culture? If I'm a Christian and I just convert to a Muslim,
you have to follow the Muslim culture.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. You cannot escape it.
Yeah.
You can, unless you turn yourself into a tree or an animal. Because animals, I don't think if animals they have culture.
They don't have culture.
But for human beings, it's like a set of rules which we put it by ourselves. No one puts it there, but for us we put them. Even if for you can say like, this is my culture.
Yeah.
When I come from job, I have to take bath, I have to speak to my wife or my brother, my sister, my mom. That's your culture. And you see, culture, you protect it so that no one else can come and break it or overturn it.
So what else can we say about culture?
What I can say, culture is a good thing. Culture is a good thing if you follow it, and culture also is a bad thing, because culture can mess you up.
Yeah, like you can, some people just force to other cultures. You don't know culture, but you won't force yourself into that.
Yeah.
Like say you are Kenyan, you are a good Christian, and you see this on movies, Western culture, Western values. You want to live like them. You want to have the tattoos. You have to walk naked. So I would say, like, stick to your culture. Just watch other culture, enjoy them, go study them if you want to visit, and take some documentaries. Just interact with people, but don't change your culture because like that. Yeah.
But sometimes our cultures can collide. Let's say for example, I'm a Luya, and we have our Luya cultures, okay? And I'm a Christian also, and I also have to follow Christian culture. So you see, like, Christians say, don't follow some other cultures, I don't know. So you see, they are colliding.
Maybe I would say they collide if you get married. If I married a Luya girl, or a man from Maruya marries a Kikuyu
girl, yeah.
Maybe the culture will
collide also.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Cultures sometimes do collide.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to add about the culture?
What else I wanted to add about culture? So, what are the circumstances, or what are the consequences you will face when you break your culture, or when you go against your culture?
In our culture, I think the only consequences that can go, maybe if you don't get in the like circumcision, people don't like, you're not appreciated. Like, people, if they know, they will just, you're not treated in a good way if you have not gone to circumcision. But that's not big deal in our tribe. If you get initiated, if you don't want to get married, if you want to live your life, you want to do what, that's your own dream.
And for
but initiation, it's a must. That, as you said, in your culture, initiation is a must. Like 90, I would say 99% of the tribe getting initiation.
And for us, the consequences of not following circumcision culture, I think your house will be burned, or will be. It's a very. You can be given a very severe punishment. Like, you can be, I don't know how I can put it, like they can chase you out of the community, like you're disowned. It's like you're coming against the community. Yeah. See, even if, let's say you're a Kikuyu, then you come and buy land in our community. You're a Kikuyu, but during circumcision, you have to take your child to
even if I'm Kikuyu and I'm living your...
Yeah, for us, circumcision is like the biggest culture. So you have to circumcise.
But I'm not from your tribe.
We don't care. As long as you want to live with us there, you have to take your child where our children are being taken.
But it's not a must. I have to take them to forest.
It's a must.
But if I have to go back to my community, then...
No. You see, the moment you come and buy land there, they'll ask, you want to buy land here? You see, this is Tiriki land, yeah? So in Tiriki land, we usually circumcise each other after every five years. So like this year, we are going to celebrate circumcision. And if you come there, you're a Kikuyu, they'll tell you, after 5 years, we circumcise. And this, do you have small boys? Yes, I have small boys. So you have to take them with other boys. Because once they go there, they will learn 1, 2, 3 about our culture. And they become, after that, they become like, it's not language, but they, through circumcision, they understand. So you have to take your children where the other children are going. But if you don't, you'll be mocked. they'll do a lot of things for you. You won't like
be
it.
like appreciating the community.
Yeah, and the moment you take and if you accept and you take your children there, you'll be appreciated. You see, a lot of
be
good
part
things.
of the community.
Yeah, a lot of good things will come on your way. You see, so there's no way you can escape that culture in our tribe. Yeah, you cannot escape circumcision culture, even if you come from another place, unless after if you know they are going to circumcise, just you and your family just run away for your safety.
That's why I say if they are going to circumcise, I can just take my family.
Yeah, run away
back to my community.
Yeah, run away, because during that time, we don't care who you are. Even if you are a chief, even if you are PS, we don't care.
And at which age do you circumcise?
The right age for us to circumcise is from let's say from 10 years to 15 years.
10 years. I think it's the same.
Yeah, because during that age, your brain is mature enough to grasp some knowledge.
For us, maybe 12 years.
Because for us, circumcision is not only about cutting, it's about some knowledge about our tribes and the culture. You learn more about our culture. That's why we don't take our children to hospital. Because in hospital it's just cutting and going home. You wait for healing.
For us, yes, we go to the hospital, but we go to hospital like for 1 month, then another 1 month we stay with the people and they teach us about our culture. 1 month in the hospital, another one we go and get taught by.
Yeah, so we also have African culture, you see?
A lot of different cultures.
Yeah.
So go around the world.
That's all we have for culture for today, guys. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And so what else can you add?
I have nothing else to add, but let's appreciate our cultures and stick to your culture, love your culture and support it. Let the next generation have these like values in a good way, not a bad way, I would say. And I would say that is the end. Because you have anything to add?
No, I don't have anything else to add. I just wanted to tell these fans to keep on subscribing to what's your YouTube channel?
Malex Made
on my YouTube channel, Drip Boy Kenya. Keep on supporting us, keep on appreciating us, and we'll give you more and good topics for educating. We're still here and we'll keep on doing good things.
I said, guys, if you have topics you think that you're gonna be talking or you can talk, just comment below. Maybe we'll be talking some of the topics.
Yeah, you can also share with us the topics that you want us to discuss. Give us ideas, because we're also here to learn from you. It's not that we are perfect. It's only that we have this platform, but you can give us your ideas, your topics that you want us to discuss, and we'll view them out. Yeah, that's all for today. Shukran. Salute. We are out.